Hi, I'm Jay Crenoyer, the manager of the Visualization Laboratory at the Beckman Institute, and tonight we're going to go meteor hunting. Everybody say meteor! Woo! We drove out into Middle Fork, Dark Sky Trail, so this was a 40-minute drive out into the country. There is nothing out here besides some bugs and some agriculture. We're out here in the field because the planet Earth is currently passing through a gigantic cloud of dust in space, leaving a meteor shower called the Perseids. I'm hoping that we can use some of the Vis Lab's high-powered cameras to get some pictures of the meteor shower. We're pointing our cameras northwards towards the Perseus constellation, and what we're hoping to see is a bunch of meteorites radiating out from a point in the northern sky, and we have our cameras taking long exposure photos. So it's just a matter of leaving them shooting in the right direction for as long as possible, going through the pictures, stacking them, processing them, and seeing if we're able to find something, I guess a needle in the haystack in this haze of swirling stars. So the Vis Lab is one of the core facilities at the Beckman Institute. It's oriented towards high-resolution imaging, so a lot of fancy camera systems with high-speed video. And then we also have a computer lab with advanced visualization software and workstations. We have a camera with a gigantic CMOS sensor optimized for color accuracy and dynamic range. So we're able to capture extremely high-resolution raw data. We can drag those into some software to run specialized demosaicing algorithms. You can adjust the dynamic range, you can mask them, you can bring out whatever details and really have complete control to bring out some of those details that might get glossed over by an auto-smoothing algorithm that you just have on your phone. There's all sorts of different things that can ruin your photography if you're trying to picture stuff in the sky. So I would say tip number one for doing any sort of nighttime photography or really anything tricky would be to shoot in RAW. So if you're taking a picture on your cell phone and it saves it as a JPEG, you're going to run into issues because the picture is already compressed and designed to be viewed at a certain size. By shooting in RAW, we're going to get images that will have the detail that we want, they'll have the dynamic range that we want, they'll capture the sort of shapes that a cell phone probably is not going to be able to capture. We can accentuate those the ways that we want, and then we can export it as higher resolution lossless format. Clouds obviously are going to obstruct your field of vision, but the major thing that you need to sort of get around is the light pollution. So if you live in any sort of populated area, those lights are radiating up into the sky and they're diffracting and scattering in the particles that are in the air, and it's going to sort of make this hazy screen that's going to block out a good deal of what is actually visible between us and the cosmos. Another thing is you should make sure that you can keep your camera still. Sometimes this can be something as simple as propping it up on like a rock or something. I came out here a few days ago just to do a bit of a practice run so I could understand what types of pitfalls I was going to run into. And I think every time you go out and do a shoot, it's going to be a learning experience. Everything that I know about photography is something where I tried to do something cool. I looked at the pictures afterwards, they looked terrible, and then I had to go back and fix. So I think it's a lot of background knowledge combined with trial and error. For me as a scientist, it's always interesting to sort of come over here with a certain expectation of what my pictures are going to look like, actually do the experiment out here in the sky, and then see the difference between the expectation and the reality. Typically, with these cameras, they end up revealing something that is amazing, and it makes me want to just come back out here again and see what other kinds of things I might want to try and photograph.